Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Those from the 313 know what that's playing in the background. Street Lords, my man Blade Icewood. Hey, Blade, say what up. Representing the 313. That's a Detroit thing. I know most of y'all don't know, but shout out to my man Christopher Laugh for that one. Must be from the D. What's going on, people? Hope you guys are doing well today. And the first article is out of CoinDesk today. This caught my attention. Trump administration popped 2017 Bitcoin bubble. This is what the ex-CFTC chair said. I'm interested to see exactly how did he think the Trump administration popped the 2017 bubble. I don't think so at all. I don't think they had anything to do with it, but we'll take a look at that. Second article, Cointelegraph, Opera becomes first major browser to enable direct Bitcoin payments. This is interesting. You would have thought Brave browser would have gotten to that marker before Opera. I did know, and I don't know if you guys recall me covering the fact that Opera was pivoting toward being a Bitcoin or crypto friendly type of browser. This was back in maybe early 2018, maybe even 17 to be honest with you. So we're going to take a look at the details of this. How many out there use Opera? I haven't used Opera in over 8 years. I used to use Opera on my mobile phone back when Chrome it still is, but Chrome was notorious for resource vacuum. So it's been a long time since I've used Opera. And last article, Litecoin proposes upgrade designed with Bitcoin in mind. Interesting to see them looking at possibly doing some privacy upgrades with the Litecoin protocol. I hope they understand that they will be marginalized and probably taking off a lot of exchanges if this happens. So I'm proud of them if they do go through with this, because it still shows, if that's the case, it still shows that they are about the original ethos of cryptocurrencies, right? So be interesting to see what they have to say in this article regarding that. We'll take a look at that in a second as well. But first, Ask the Block episode number 4 aired over the weekend. If you guys missed it, go check it out on my channel. If you have questions, drop them in any of my videos, and just make sure you add the hashtag AskCB. I've been getting some very, very good questions, and I'm excited, and very fun episode and series for me to start doing. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And shout out to Moon Lambo. If you guys are interested in their apparel, they have all sorts of crypto apparel, from hoodies, tees, long sleeve, all types of stuff crypto related. Check them out at shopmoonlambo.com, and you can also save 10% if you use the word CryptoBlood10 at checkout. And so let's go ahead and look at this heat map for today. We've got a sea of red, deep red, dark red. That means we are down heavily today. Bitcoin down almost 8%, $7,474. We've got Ethereum down 7.2% to $160. Binance down 8.7% to $16.69. XRP down 9.3%. Sadly, EOS getting slaughtered as well, down 9.8% to $2.67. Litecoin down 8.9% under the $50 handle. I thought that it was going this far back, but didn't think it was going to include everything. So I'm kind of right for the wrong reason with the whole Litecoin price prediction. Tron also down 6.5% today. So everything is pretty much straight red, except for like BAT. BAT is up 0.68%, and we got PAX up 0.13%. But primarily everything is red here, which is crazy. We're going to take a look at this technical stuff right now as well. And as you can see here, if I zoom in, failed attempt a couple of times here. 1, 2, and pretty much you can count that as a 3 strike within the same wave sequence. So that is, I told you, if we didn't get back above here, I was not bullish. I was still bearish until we got above this 83.54, and we failed. We straight failed to do so. So at this point, we are near the bottom of this channel. And guys, if we don't hold this, look out below. Look out below. But those who are trading with me should be happy. We were short, went short yesterday morning, I believe. October 22nd, yesterday, around 5 o'clock or so. So we rode this thing all the way down. And so that was a nice move on the algo. Also did the same thing with Ethereum. So we were double short Ethereum and Bitcoin. So making good gains with this move downward. And if you guys are interested in signing up for the algorithm, it trades on your BitMEX account automatically. Get over to cryptoblood.io and you'll see it on the front page. It works excellent in high volatile price action environments. So let's hope we can keep this going. Doesn't matter what direction, it just needs to have a direction, and you'll make money. So let's take a look at this first article, guys. The one I'm most excited about today. Litecoin proposes privacy upgrade designed with Bitcoin in mind. Litecoin's new proposal includes a privacy upgrade designed to be used on the Bitcoin blockchain as well. It says Litecoin has revealed its draft plan for a privacy upgrade using techniques that were originally developed for Bitcoin. The proposal would allow users to access opt-in privacy by conducting Mimblewimble transactions on an extension blocks style sidechain. You guys should know that I'm a very huge fan of Mimblewimble, one of the better privacy consensus algorithms out there in my opinion. Litecoin founder Charlie Lee originally announced plans to explore privacy technologies earlier this year, noting that now that the scaling debate is behind us for Bitcoin and Litecoin, the next battleground will be on fungibility and privacy. Now that the draft LIP or Litecoin improvement proposal has been published, the project is now looking to gauge community reaction before looking to write, test, and audit the new code. Both the proposed technologies to upgrade Litecoin were originally developed for the Bitcoin blockchain. Extension blocks were originally proposed by Johnson Lau in 2013 as a soft fork scaling solution for Bitcoin that could enable better fungibility while minimizing the potential impact on the existing wallet ecosystem. It was eventually rejected in favor of SegWit. Interesting. Mimblewimble, however, transactions proposed in a July 2016 white paper by an anonymous developer obfuscates transactions by enabling the recipient to randomly select a range of blinding factors provided by the sender. Since the appearance of the white paper, Mimblewimble has been implemented in Grin and Beam cryptocurrencies. And you guys know I've mentioned those two. Those two really started to catch heat and attention back in 2018. And I've been playing around with the Beam token, cryptocurrency token, every once in a while and keeping a couple of those stashed up. It goes on to say that the Litecoin proposal introduces opt-in Mimblewimble as a new transaction format through extension block. The Litecoin team said the extension blocks run alongside main chain canonical blocks at the same interval of 2.5 minutes. The actual functionality to deploy private transactions occur inside the EB, where users can use Mimblewimble by moving their coins in and out of the EB through an integrating transaction. And so they're looking to wait for about a year before activating this actual code. But if they get more support, they'll do it sooner. If they can get 75% of the mining hash to signal support for it, it may happen a little earlier. It goes on to talk about what are the risks with doing this, and I'm sure there has to be one. These exchanges are, because they're being bought by the government, they're not going to allow these privacy coins. It says that the proposal isn't without any challenges. Extension blocks haven't been implemented on live blockchains yet. Litecoin researcher and a volunteer said it will take a lot of time, care, and auditing to make sure it is up to snuff. He said if not, coins can be lost or total supply inflated. Apart from just technical concerns, Yang is looking to gauge the reaction from government regulators, bankers, and exchanges. He said in the past few months, we saw Coinbase delist privacy marked focus coins like Zcash and Dash, and we saw similar things with OKX. He said with opt-in Mimblewimble, it will put Litecoin on the same page, and he said it could affect Litecoin's liquidity. I agree, definitely agree there. It's going to. These official exchanges aren't going to like this feature, but the true cryptocurrency players and supporters definitely are going to love this, and I surely will. And it'll show that Litecoin, the community, isn't about, you know, making Litecoin $1,000 per se. It's more about making Litecoin a coin that everyone can use, and use it in a privacy manner and have it be fungible. because that is a problem right now with Bitcoin. It's not fungible. So good to see that they're having this initiative now. It'll be interesting to see if the miners and the actual community is going to be behind this move. Second article out of CoinDesk: Trump administration popped the 2017 Bitcoin bubble. Ex-CFTC chair says the Trump administration acted to deflate the Bitcoin bubble of 2017 by allowing the introduction of futures products, a former official said Monday. That's nonsense. Christopher Giancarlo, who left the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission at the end of his 5-year term as chairman in April, told CoinDesk in an interview, one of the untold stories of the past few years is that the CFTC, the Treasurer, the SEC, and the National Economic Council director at the time, Gary Cohn, believed that the launch of Bitcoin futures would have the impact of popping the Bitcoin bubble, and it worked. Interesting. In a speech at the Pantera Summit in San Francisco on Monday, Christopher elaborated further, saying that Bitcoin's dramatic price run-up in December of 2017 was the first major bubble following the 2008 financial crisis. That's why the Trump administration acted in concert to address it in a pro-markets manner, he said. Bitcoin futures listed by the CME and the CBOE were announced by the CFTC on December 1st, 2017 and went live on December 18th. Bitcoin's price peaked at nearly 20,000 one day earlier on December 17th before falling dramatically in subsequent weeks. I see that as a correlation, not a causation. You know, you're always going to have events line up with other events. From a technical perspective, supply demands perspective, it had nothing to do with it. Those were all settled in cash. So I don't know if he's talking about, you know, futures maybe from a sentiment perspective having a negative impact, or is he talking about directly? I don't know. Let's read the rest of this. He said, we saw a bubble building and we thought the best way to address it was to allow the market to interact with it. Of course, there are different views on what ultimately brought Bitcoin price back down to earth, reaching lows in the 3,000 range in late 2018. However, Christopher cited research by the San Francisco Federal Reserve that also credits the introduction of Bitcoin futures for reining in a market driven by optimism. He said, without shorts, markets have no pessimists. If you do believe it's a ridiculous price but you don't own it, there's no way to express that view, he said. But yes, there was, and it was called BitMEX. See, that's what I'm saying. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about here, guys. He quotes here, if you don't have that derivative, then all you've got are believers, and it's a believer's market. It's interesting to see from a guy like him who's been pretty much indoctrinated with this whole, you know, Wall Street mindset. He doesn't know because he hasn't been in crypto for more than 2 shakes of a lamb tail. I was able to short Bitcoin, Litecoin, and other cryptocurrencies all the way back in 2013, 14. We were able to short on BTCE. So and then, like I said, there were other exchanges coming up past into 2015-16 where you could start shorting as well. So he's clueless about what he's talking about. Shorting has been in Bitcoin for a long time, especially in like 2017. BitMEX was hitting records on volume almost daily, at least weekly for sure. People are definitely shorting over there. And that, in that case, has a more direct impact on the price of Bitcoin than anything, because, I mean, that's settled in actual Bitcoin. When you want to cash out, they have to give you Bitcoin back. So, not sure what he's talking about there. He goes on to talk about lessons from the 2008 crisis. Coming out of the 2008 financial crisis, the legit criticism of regulators was along the lines of, where were they during the expansion of the real estate mortgage bubble, and why didn't they take steps to pop that bubble when they could have? So is he kind of alluding to they were being proactive about popping the bubble? And man, this is some nonsense. I'm not even going to read the rest of this. Absolute nonsense. If I could, this was printed out, I would ball it up and throw it in the trash can across the room here. Anyway, next article, Cointelegraph, Opera becomes first major browser to enable direct Bitcoin payments. That's pretty great. website browser Opera now allows making payments with Bitcoin directly inside of the browser. The company announced the news in a press release shared with Cointelegraph on October 21st, detailing that Opera's 350 million users can now send and receive Bitcoin directly from the browser, as well as use the cryptocurrency for purchasing goods and services on e-commerce websites. They need to add other currencies on their cryptocurrencies because people aren't using Bitcoin to purchase stuff online. First of all, it's just too slow. It's too volatile. They definitely, and I hope they are planning to add additional coins on there. It says that additionally, the browser now enables adding a Bitcoin and Tron card into the built-in crypto wallet to keep track of cryptocurrency owned. Charles Hamill, head of crypto at Opera, commented on the new feature launching. He said that we believe that opening our browser to more blockchains, including Bitcoin, is the logical next step to making our solution more relevant to anyone who has a Bitcoin crypto wallet and would like to do things with their cryptocurrencies beyond just keeping them in an account. So Opera's had a Web3 focus for many months now, and it says in the recent months Opera has actively presented new developments related to Web 3.0, the team referring to the new evolution of the web with the creation of high quality content and involvement of blockchain, decentralized computing, and digital currencies. The company released an iOS version of its mobile web browser, Opera Touch, that supports Ethereum protocol and Ethereum Web 3 apps, and a Web 3 Explorer, which enables users to conduct transactions and interact with Web 3.0. Although Opera's market share among other browsers accounts for at least less than 3% as of September of 2019, its latest development is another step forward to an experimental integration of Web 3 and further adoption of cryptocurrencies. So you guys let me know your thoughts on this. They did make a mention here about Brave. It said that the cryptocurrency powered Brave browser claimed high user engagement with daily active users standing around 2.8 million, and the number of creators subscribed to its web advertisement network is also reportedly increased substantially. And I just saw an article about them as well. They just hit like 8.5 million downloads, so they're growing. I know at the beginning of the year I think they were at like 3.5 or 4, or maybe it was like 5, somewhere around there, but they're growing. Brave browser, that is, and I think they probably have the best chance of being that kind of like crypto web browser that everyone in crypto probably would use. You guys let me know your thoughts about this Opera though. That's cool to see. They definitely need to add more coins on there, but I think still Brave got them beat. Brave is going to have them beat. But that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to my man Christopher Ladd for that D-Town classic, Blade Icewood Street Lords. Again, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to be notified about unbiased crypto news reported by yours truly, Crypto Blood. I'm out of here, people. Holla!